let's get this Q&A started. Obviously, I don't ever like tell people to ask me questions, which I really should, but I don't think anyone will really respond to the fact if I tweet it or something. So we're going to Google again. Before we continue, I would like to apologize for this gigantic shadow behind me, but that's the only way that I can light myself up. I found a page which says questions you should ask a guy, because I think it's like a dating thing, but this is not for dating because some of these questions are quite interesting. So let's begin. Number 1, would you prefer to be smart or happy, and why? Personally, I would prefer to be happy. I think everyone would prefer that, I think, unless you want to work for like NASA or something crazy, like you want to rule the world with your smartness. But I would obviously rather be happy, because happiness is way better than being way too smart. You see it many times. If you think of it in wealth distribution sort of thing, that you can have the richest person in the world who's alone and the poorest people in the world who are together, like as a family, happy. And then, you know, happiness is the main source of happiness, I guess. Yeah, just be happy, man. Shit. If money and career were no object, where in the world would you choose to live? Now, in the world, where would I choose to live? Anywhere in the world, I'd probably choose where I am right now, which is London, because I just love London. I'm a Londoner. London is like my home. That's where I live. That's where I stay. And, you know, the city, I just can't get enough of it. Like, every time I leave the city, I just can't, like, I always miss the city. So London is probably the place I want to live for the rest of my life. Now, this is a very interesting question because I have very like strong beliefs in this. And it says, do you believe it is vital to everyday life to know what is happening in the world around you? And I think it is extremely vital that you know exactly what's going on, exactly what is going on around the world, because we live in a world where biases are the ones that are being pushed on us, and where we obviously only hear the bias and we follow the bias. But if you know exactly what's going on, you can form your own sort of view on that subject. And that's why I don't really enjoy watching news channels anymore. Like before, when I was younger, it's like, wow, news, there's new news in the world, what's happening today? But I don't really like watching them anymore because there's some sort of bias with it. Like there's a bias towards the news. Like news should just tell you what is happening, not what is happening and labeling whatever is happening. You get me? If I could be in any career, like of my choice, what one would it be? I obviously love filmmaking. If I properly get a job there, and my day-to-day job is making films or making movies, making creative content of some sort, and that I get paid to do that, then that's like the dream of like having you know, financial well-being and like being happy at my job. That's the source of happiness, being happy at your job. I would love to do that, but if I were to choose one that is like way, like if I was allowed to do that, if someone said, hey, look, I want to give you a ticket to go to this career right now and live it for the rest of your life, and that would definitely become a football player. Football is like, I used to live and I still kind of live and breathe football, but being a football player is like the dream. Like you literally have everything for you. Like it's just amazing. Like it's amazing. Like especially when I hear the stories of like I would like to think if I became a footballer, I'm not going to become like a selfish, money hungry person. Like something that Marcus Rashford did, which is one of my goals as well, is to buy my parents a house. And Marcus Rashford did that as soon as he got like his first sort of contract extensions and stuff of that nature. Like football, being a footballer is a really good career, and I would love to be a footballer if you know, if only, right? If life was a movie, which actor would play you? Now, I don't know, but I'm gonna just say Aziz Ansari. Which animal do you consider to be the sexiest? So like, what the hell? What the hell? End it on this question. The question is, are you more of a night owl or a morning person? And I'd like to think I'm definitely a morning person. I wake up really early, get all my work done early. Like I love doing things early. I love getting stuff done before I actually have to get it done. So if I have to get like an essay done in 2 months, I'd like to get it done 2 months before. That's the kind of like sort of work ethic I like to have with myself. I can't stay up late. Staying up late is like, it's hard for me. Like, it's so hard for me. I can stay up late if I force myself to, but I would never like choose to stay up late sort of thing. Like, I would always love to get my day done and go to bed sort of thing. Well, if I had, like, as I said, if I had to work late, I would work late. That's the end of the video. Thank you, Enki Village, for an amazing questions list. Thank you, Enki Village. This is not sponsored, by the way. But vlogs will continue as normal tomorrow. Tomorrow's will be Fridays, what I did on Friday. That's why today's whatever. I've explained this. Vlogs will continue as normal tomorrow. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.